The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
The Viper looks focused and ready to strike here tonight.
Yeah, and every single win is so important here in the WWE. You can bet that Randy Orton has his sights on a victory.
Only in WWE are you going to get action like we're about to see in this one.
Two guys battling it out one-on-one. Remember, only the strong survive. Two guys battling it out one-on-one. Remember, only the strong survive. Classic. Two guys battling it out one-on-one. Remember, only the strong survive. Two guys battling it out one-on-one. Remember, only the strong survive. Of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about a person's of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about a opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about a opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about a opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot about a person for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
You can tell a lot of... My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown?
My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown?
My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
That. My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown?
That. My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown?
That. My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown?
My first words of advice for an opponent of Triple H is not to be an opponent of Triple H.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here? The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United States Championship.
This place is deafening. Listen to it.
You get the feeling that the challenger just refuses to be denied here tonight.
He knows this could be his only chance for a championship.
This match is going to be exciting. I can almost guarantee it.
United States title on the line here, folks. This is one you're not going to want to miss.
Introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus! And his opponent from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is the United States Champion. He is a real American, Jack Swagger!
So much anticipation, and it all comes down to this. And there's the bell. Oh, Michael, this is going to be fun to watch.
They're struggling for control right now.
Oh, struggle is right, Cole. This is really back and forth.
Here we go with Sheamus. And so what are your thoughts right now on Jack Swagger?
That's someone who gets it. Someone who knows the value of hard work and dedication.
What an attack. You must be able to expand your chest in order to breathe.
I bet he feels like he's inside an anaconda. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Woo, a little showboating going on here. Just making his presence felt there. Fans despise Jack Swagger. I think a major reason for that is they know how talented Swagger is. He doesn't have to break the rules and resort to villainy, but he does anyway. The more fans voice their displeasure with Jack Swagger, the more he wants to continue his unruly ways. It's disgraceful, in my opinion.
He's too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Sheamus shows us some clever offense here. Going for the cup. Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. Don't let Jack catch his breath here. Get back on him. You know, the audience may chant, "We the people," when Jack Swagger enters the arena. But after that, they love nothing more than booing him right out of the building. Everyone knows that Swagger is nasty, and when the bell rings, he's looking to take people out. And a ferocious blow.
Good Lord, that wasn't even close.
So that's what it's like being so far off the mark. Jack Swagger establishing a deliberate pace now.
Look out!
Jack Swagger has found an answer here.
Capacity crowds around the world become enraged at the sight of Jack Swagger. They know Swagger won't be satisfied with just winning the match. Jack Swagger wants to cause WWE's heroes harm and then throw it in everyone's face.
Yeah, we've talked about it many times, Michael. Jack Swagger has all the physical gifts, all the tools, and everyone knows that. He's a former world champion, but Swagger's not happy with just accolades. He wants to end people's careers.
We're looking at complete domination here. This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages and in over 110 countries.
Absolutely amazing. The world is watching, and I guarantee you they're going to love it.
Back in the ring now.
Yeah, let's just see how long they can keep it in the ring.
Growing up in Perry, Oklahoma, Jack Swagger loved both amateur and professional wrestling. Swagger idolized wrestling legend Danny Hodge and the famed Dr. Death Steve.
Hey, the shoulders are down.
Sheamus finding a path of destruction currently. Sheamus. It's got to be over now.
Here's the cover.
1, 2. What a shot. If you take many more like that, you're going to resemble a heavy bag. With the punishment that's been dished out in this one, you have to ask, how bad is this injury? Can Sheamus continue?
You know, Cole, I think if this was anyone else, they'd be out cold right now, and the match would have been called by now. As a standout at the University of Oklahoma, Jack Swagger was a two-sport star in football and wrestling. Ultimately, Swagger wanted to follow in the footsteps of two of his childhood heroes, the amazing Danny Hodge and the powerhouse Dr. Death Steve Williams.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right about that. You always have a great time when you attend a WWE event live, just like we are here tonight. This is wonderful.
Jack Swagger, what a maneuver. King, before you brought up Jack Swagger being a two-sport star at the University of Oklahoma, Swagger actually earned a full scholarship for both football and wrestling. That's incredible at any level, but especially at an NCAA Division I school.
Yeah, you're right, Cole. Swagger started wrestling when he was 5 years old. He lived for competition. It's just that now his attitude on what's considered good sportsmanship has changed a bit.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Jack Swagger taking advantage right now. On the offensive, Jack Swagger is working well right now.
That's what happens when you're in a powerful grasp. You go down.
Oh, that slam was vicious. Oh, man, how do you stand after an attack like this? When you have the amateur background that Jack Swagger has, you can pick any move as your finisher. Swagger's Patriot Lock is one of the most grueling submission moves an opponent can get locked in. Swagger's Patriot Lock can rip the tendons right off the bone.
Not today, too fast. He's simply reminding him that he's here. Quick thinking to avoid that.
Watch it! Good grief!
Will this be enough?
Hang on!
Once again, the United States Championship is on the line.
Oh, yeah. That's why this is going to be a tough, hard-fought battle.
The United States Championship has been defended in numerous promotions over the past several decades, making it truly one of the most resilient titles in all of sports entertainment. Getting his attention with a vicious strike.
Watch out!
And that's why it's called high risk, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching.
Yeah, one of those you never want to see end. Oh, he's the guy his opponent, and what's he going for here?
Once again, the United States Championship is on the line.
Oh, yeah. That's why this is going to be a tough, hard-fought battle. 5. Striking with the axe handle. Watch it.
Here he goes for the win.
Let's do this.
2. Ladies and gentlemen, this one-on-one match is for the championship. Do not change the channel.
Here we go. Here we go. He's hanging on for dear life.
Look, he's still going. How? How is this possible?
We may have discovered his favorite move.
You think? He seems to use it often enough. Whoa, that was some reversal by Swagger. Oh, out of nowhere.
Oh, my. Look at this.
Astonishing maneuver by Sheamus.
We now have to question. Watch it.
Can he score the pin?
2.
The champion is in serious jeopardy here tonight. I don't think I've ever seen a more determined challenger.
Cole, what's he got in mind? It's back and forth all night. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. Jack Swagger has blood flowing. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to go. 3. 4. Ow.
What a takedown. Quick and with authority. That's a great way to psych out your opponent.
Oh, submission. The hold's locked in. Great hold being applied. Look, he's still going. How? How is this possible?
Jack Swagger going to work now.
A direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week.
Oh, that's one way to make your lunch come back up.
Swagger picking up the intensity now.
That shot was perfect. If you get hit with a lot more of those, getting nailed once turns into a full-scale beating.
Staying on the attack.
Oh, what a shot. That did some serious damage. You can't take too many of those and expect to be in the match much longer.
And I think he's begging him to bring it.
Wow, that was a massive German suplex.
Here we go. Jack Swagger setting it up.
Submission holds locked in, and he's in big trouble. There's no escaping this. I guess he's done with that move.
Yeah, but what's he going to do next?
This guy is wicked. I mean, he is evil.
Yeah, but he's good.
You know, when Sheamus' feet hit the floor in the morning, I bet the devil says, Oh, crap. He's up. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
I got to tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in. Oh, Jack Swagger may have found it. There she be, the gut wrench.
I love to see a good gut wrench.
Oh, man, there's the finisher. This could be it. Oh, no. A slam like
Makes the cover.
1, 2, 3. And he keeps it. What a win.
Here's your winner and still the United States champion. He is a real American, Jack Swagger.
The shoulders were down for 3, and this one's in the books.
that was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper.
4 of WWE's finest squaring off in what will assuredly be an exciting tag team encounter.
This is one of the most talked about entrances in all of WWE.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Eric Rowan, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Ryan Silva and Adam Silva.
Man, the tag team scene has been on fire of late here in WWE. And I think we're about to see another hot one.
There's no denying that this is a tremendous tag team combination.
And their opponents, accompanied by Luke Harper from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho.
Oh, the referee will undoubtedly have his hands full when these two teams collide.
The capacity crowd on its feet as we're about to get this one underway.
And their partner, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Christian.
The combination of these two competitors looks nearly unstoppable.
I'd say this team looks like they have what it takes to walk away victorious tonight.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
We have tag team action that's just underway here, and both of these teams look ready to go. This is so intense, we might see an explosion here tonight.
What agility! Oh, wait, nice reversal. Oh, great move.
Looking fresh right now, which is good. You got to wonder how much longer that can last, though.
Look at this. He's in full control of this one.
I have a strong feeling these guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead.
I hope you're right. That's exactly what I want to see.
If there's one thing an opponent of Chris Jericho's must do is set a strategy of ignoring Jericho's verbal attacks. You have to be able to avoid the trap of getting beaten down by Jericho's mind games. Otherwise, you won't have a chance.
Yeah, Michael, Jericho is a master at mind games. But an opponent has to remain focused. Otherwise, while they're occupied with what Jericho said, Y2J's 3 or 4 steps ahead, plotting how he's going to win the match.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad. Knocked down. What a shot.
He gets the tag.
And the ref starts the count. And the ref starts the count.
Quick punch. When someone as accomplished as Chris Jericho, there are countless things to combat against. The crucial first step is not allowing Jericho in your head. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Just making his presence felt there.
If he keeps this up, this one will be over in no time.
He gets the tag. He's putting it all on the line here.
This guy's capable of anything.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast.
One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt. 3. He's too good inside the ring to be out on the floor for long.
I don't agree with you, King.
What a crushing leg drop.
For any opponent with Jericho's, they need to be ready for a constant campaign of head games. I mean, Jericho will do anything he can to get under your skin. The strategy has to be to avoid all of that and concentrate on what's going on in the ring. Man, talk about putting a target on someone's back.
Not every move is designed to get the fans off their feet. Great offense by Christian. Makes the cover.
And there's the count.
Adding insult to potential injury there. 1. Sometimes the best offense is a great defense, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Christian in with a tag. He lands the strike with great accuracy.
What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here? Uh-oh.
The small in the back is absorbing a great deal of punishment here. My God, his body's been through hell, and his ribs have bore the brunt of the attack.
Man, I hope we can get a doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to breathe. Oh my gosh! Talk about shattered dreams! The most impressive thing about Christian's offense is that it's so diverse. He's so technically sound when it comes to traditional mat game, but at the same time, he's also not afraid to fly. That's what makes him so dangerous.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Watch it. Watch the super kick. This one is in the books.
You're right. This one's as good as over after that super kick.
These guys are giving it their all here tonight, not just to entertain the fans, but to ultimately walk away with the win.
This is how Christian has that cocky attitude. He's an amazing performer.
To your point.
Oh, right to the back of the head. That's got to be it.
Christian.
Kill switch.
And he might have to do this by himself.
Shoulders down, is it enough?
It may be.
Here are your winners, Chris Jericho and Christian.
I love a good tag team match, and this one was unforgettable. I mean, these teams gave us everything they had, and the WWE Universe is the true winner in this one.
And don't forget, you and I, we have the best seats in the house. I have a feeling they're going to be talking about this win for a while.
I couldn't agree more. Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Let's talk about our truth here. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start looking at the moves of Big E, that's when I'm reminded how much I... Vicious backbreakers and a clothesline that'll knock you right into the... Vicious backbreakers and a clothesline that'll knock you right into the...
Punishment up to this point.
WWE Magazine out this month, and you'll find some interesting articles in there about all the superstars here in WWE.
Who do you get to read the magazine to you, Cole? Let me tell you something, Cole.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Well, this superstar has all the tools needed to win this one. Now let's see if he can put them together.
Make no mistake about it, this match will be one for the ages.
And approaching the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 286 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
Here comes the Beast Incarnate King, looking very scary.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't want to be his opponent. I mean, ever.
Calling this one's going to be a real treat, Michael, and I know you feel the same way.
Yep, so does King. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
This was the buzz backstage, and here we go.
Oh, man!
Wearing down the opposition here.
Daniel Bryan might be the greatest submission specialist in WWE. Hey, you must fear those holes and fear the beard.
He's inflicting some serious pain here. Great to see Lesnar back in the WWE ring. What are your thoughts on this legendary athlete?
Brock Lesnar is an animal that is obsessed with being a world champion.
I think if I had to pick 2 words to sum up Brock Lesnar and the attitude he brings with him into the squared circle, I'd go with intense and intensity. I mean, he's a performer who's always looking as if he's on the verge of it, exploding with rage. Now, I'm not sure what it is that's always got him so wound up, but then there's that energy in Brock Lesnar that not a lot of other superstars have. Oh, no. Wait a minute, Cole, what's he going to do here?
And he's heading back in.
I can't blame him. Nothing good is going to happen out here on the floor.
It'll be interesting to see who becomes the alpha male early in the contest.
Yeah, the fight is on for dominance. You know, Brock didn't get to where he is by doing things at half speed, Michael. This is a superstar who will stop at nothing to get what he wants. They don't call him the Beast Incarnate for nothing.
It won't take long for the aggression to escalate quickly in this one.
You're right, Cole. These two don't like each other, and we're going to find out how much they really do dislike each other in this match. Brock Lesnar's in that really scary place right now. He's actually enjoying this. Just look at this. You can see the results from that move. Sometimes a good kick is all you need.
Man, these are powerful shots to Brock Lesnar. I don't know how his equilibrium's not seriously impaired.
You're right, what an attack. I think any other superstar would have been rocked right out of the ring by now. One of the famous periods of time from Daniel Bryan's career was when he was one half of Team Hell No. Even though sometimes they needed to hug it out, Daniel Bryan and Kane were tag team champions and one of the most famous teams in WWE history.
These are great competitors, great, tremendous gladiators here in WWE.
Some of the best superstars that WWE have to offer. 8. Look how slow he is to recover here. That was some serious punishment. Watch it! Michael, thinking about Daniel Bryan and Kane, I think of all the great matches Team Hell No had, and well, sometimes the great arguments Daniel Bryan and Kane had with each other. Former WWE Tag Team Champions, they are one of the best teams in the modern era of WWE. This might be it.
Wow, what a move from Brock Lesnar. That's how you sweep an opponent under the carpet.
Even if you can get back to your feet after a move like that, at this stage of the match, you're still struggling to find your balance.
The WWE Universe.
Wow, it's all over but the shouting. Looks like another check in the win column.
Talk a little about Anthony. If you want to be the face of the company, you don't bother with this non-title garbage. Put the title on the line each and every time you step in the ring. That is what a true champion should do.
Boy, he just got laid out.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one of them down.
a lot of force behind it.
Nice dodge there.
What agility.
Talk a little about Anthony.
Well, luckily the body hasn't absorbed too much of an attack up to this point.
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there.
You could call this a good old-fashioned butt whooping.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're witnessing. A butt whooping.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
And again, the mind games are played.
Here's your winner and still the World Heavyweight Champion, Brian Anthony.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner. Nothing for Daniel Bryan to be ashamed of. That was some stiff competition here tonight. You got that right, partner. Again, huge win here tonight.